For Secretary,
we have to get him back to work. Okay?
Yes, sir. For Secretary Mnuchin, a question from one of my colleagues who's not able to be in the room. They're curious about the SBA rule that prevents small casinos from getting some of this relief. Is that something that you're taking a look at? Is there going to be a change to
So not small casinos, but there are such things as small taverns and restaurants that have literally, small gaming things, and we are coming out with some additional guidance on that. But I want to be clear, it's not small casinos.
Thanks, sir.
Secretary Mnuchin? Secretary,
Yes.
there was a letter that some House Republicans sent this weekend about liquidity for mortgage servicers.
Yes.
Can you explain what you're looking at on that front?
Sure. So I think I commented on this a week or so ago. We had a subcommittee task force at FSOC that specifically studied this issue. We have all the appropriate people on it. Ginnie Mae has automatically taken some action. We've had conversations with the FHFA as to what they're going to do for Fannie and Freddie. And we've said that to the extent they need certain authorities from the Treasury, we will accommodate that. So we're very aware of the issue. Quite frankly, we'd been studying this issue way before COVID and had concerns about some of these non-bank servicers not being well capitalized. But we're going to make sure that the market functions properly.
Thank you, sir. We have seen in a number of these relief bills that Democrats and Republicans have been able to push forward different non-coronavirus specific funding priorities. Are you trying to keep funding specific to coronavirus? And then if there are going to be other additions, for instance, a change to labor rules is something that many on the left wanted. Some on the right are wondering if they should also, if you should also be pushing for, their preferred add-ons.
Well, I think our expectation has always been this is COVID related. Some people have a rather broad view of what COVID related is because it has impacted almost every single business. I think the president has talked about the Kennedy Center, which is a good institution. Obviously, that was not the major priority of the bill, but they were hit with COVID related. But no, the president has instructed we want to be very specific in the next bill. It's COVID-related items.
Well, we didn't want to do the Kennedy Center, just so you understand, and that was done. The Democrats wanted it in. We didn't want that, but they wanted it in, and we had to agree in order to get something done for the workers. But we want this to be for the workers and for companies that employ the workers. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking for extraneous nonsense.
It's been reported that you argued at the time the China ban was being discussed, that was too disruptive to the global economy. Is that accurate?
Yeah, let me be clear. I had nothing to do with the China ban. I wasn't on the task force at the time. I'm not even sure I think I was traveling at the time, but I never had any, I was not part. I did become very active and after the China ban, but that report in the New York Times was not accurate. I was not part of the task force at that time, and I was not involved. Matter of fact, I think I may have been traveling.
This is a proposal, I believe, by Senator Hawley to get direct payments to employers to pay people who have been laid off and to keep people on payroll. Does the administration support that proposal?
Well, again, that is the PPP. The PPP is basically sending money to small business, 50% of American workers, to keep those people paid. And it's the most efficient way. Every dollar, as I said, we do through that, it's one less dollar of unemployment. And more importantly, we want those people to be associated with the business, so as soon as the president is ready to open up the economy, those businesses are together. We don't want those businesses to fall apart. That's why this is such a successful program.
But are you talking about unemployment? You're talking about the unemployment. Sending it indirectly to the states. We would have preferred that it was sent directly to the people. The Democrats wanted it to be sent through the unemployment system, and I've talked to you about it. We have 40-year-old equipment in many of those systems that are run by the state. But I'm hearing they're getting the money out anyway.
So some of them are, and some of the states aren't, and we encourage, we're working with the states to try to update their computers, but it's a long haul.
Okay, thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Phase 4, Steve. Phase 4. Come on, Steve.
A quick question.
You have the courage to speak the truth, to do what is right, and to fight for what you believe, and keep doing it.
Damn bird.